Here are today's biggest moves on the Indian stock market, analyzed straight from the exchange filings by flashfinance.news. 10 stories, ordered by market value from the largest company down, what changed, the key numbers, why it matters, and what to watch. Let's get into it. Story 1. Jindal Polyfilms. SEBI issues show cause notice to Jindal Polyfilms and promoters over governance concerns. What changed? SEBI has formally initiated a show cause process against the company and its leadership regarding past transactions and governance practices. The key numbers. Date of SCN receipt, 6th August 2026. TTM revenue, Rs 3,285 crore. Expected FY26 revenue decline, 55 to 65%. Market cap, Rs 2,722 crore. Why it matters? Regulatory investigations into promoters and governance can lead to significant financial penalties, restrictions on accessing capital markets, and reputational damage, potentially complicating the company's operational recovery and structural demerger plans. What to watch? Investors should monitor the company's formal response to SEBI and any subsequent adjudication orders, as governance-related penalties or restrictions on promoters could impact the ongoing demerger of the GNL business. Story 2. Marathon Next General Realty. Rs 217 crore revenue. Marathon Next General reports multi-quarter high in Q1 FY27, PAT at Rs 52 crore. What changed? The company achieved a sharp sequential revenue recovery to Rs 217 crore and significantly expanded its project pipeline with Rs 900 crore in new redevelopment GDV. The key numbers. Q1 FY27 revenue, Rs 217 crore. Q1 FY27 PAT, Rs 52 crore. New project GDV, Rs 900 crore. GDV versus TTM revenue, 265.4%. Q1 collections, merged Rs 146 crore. Why it matters? The strong revenue and collection figures improve liquidity for ongoing projects, while the new project additions provide substantial long-term revenue visibility relative to the company's current scale. What to watch? Investors should monitor the execution timeline of the newly added Rs 900 crore GDV projects and the progress of the proposed merger to consolidate the 400-acre land bank, which is central to the long-term growth strategy. Story 3. Bajaj Projects. Rs 400 crore plus ultra mega order win from PGCIL for 765 kV transmission line. What changed? Bajaj Projects has transitioned from bidding to securing a major high voltage, 765 kV, domestic contract from a Tier 1 client like PGCIL. The key numbers. Minimum order value, Rs 400 crore. Order versus TTM revenue, 14.3%. Execution period, 33 months. Voltage class, 765 kV. TTM revenue, Rs 2,792 crore. Why it matters? This order provides significant revenue visibility for nearly 3 years and validates the company's Rasta 2030 strategy of focusing on large-scale tenders to grow its market share in the power infrastructure space. What to watch? Investors should monitor the company's ability to maintain its 3.5% operating margins given the fixed-price nature of EPC contracts and commodity price volatility. The execution progress over the 33-month period will be a key driver for revenue recognition in future quarters. Story 4. J.G. Chemicals Q1 FY27 PAT at Rs 26.1 crore, Rs 100 crore Dahej expansion, Rs 900 crore potential, on track. What changed? reported strong Q1 FY27 results with margin expansion and provided a status update on the Dahej Greenfield project. The key numbers. Q1 FY27 revenue, Rs 315.7 crore. Q1 FY27 PAT, Rs 26.1 crore. Dahej revenue potential, Rs 900 crore. Dahej potential versus TTM revenue, -92.5%. Dahej capex, Rs 100 crore. Market share, 31%. Why it matters? The Dahej plant could nearly double the company's revenue capacity, and the margin improvement suggests better operational efficiency or pricing power despite raw material volatility. What to watch? Monitor the commissioning timeline of the Dahej plant in Q3 FY27 and the company's ability to diversify revenue into non-rubber segments, targeting a shift from 15% to 30% contribution. Story 5. Ambika Cotton Mills. Q1 PAT up 61% year-on-year to Rs 25.7 crore, Rs 135 crore modernization plan announced. What changed? The company reported a significant earnings beat compared to the previous year and initiated a major Rs 135 crore modernization program for its Unit 4 plant. The key numbers. Q1 revenue, Rs 257.92 crore. Q1 net profit, Rs 25.70 crore. Modernization capex, Rs 135 crore. Capex versus TTM revenue, 17.3%. EPS, Q1 Rs 44.89. Why it matters? The modernization aims to improve manufacturing efficiency and product quality, while the strong Q1 results indicate robust demand in the premium textile segment despite global supply chain headwinds. What to watch? Monitor the commissioning of the 6,480 spindles in September 2026 and the execution timeline of the Rs 135 crore modernization project to see if it sustains the current margin expansion. Story 6. Unlo Healthcare. AHCL to acquire stakes in AOPL and BLPL via Rs 116.52 crore share swap. What changed? AHCL is moving to acquire significant minority stakes into related party pharmaceutical companies to secure its supply chain and expand into CRAMS. The key numbers. AOPL acquisition value, Rs 1,165,179,600. Issue price per share, Rs 17.85. Max shares to be issued, 8,58,83,617. AOPL FY26 turnover, Rs 7,254.11 lakh. BLPL FY26 turnover, Rs 3,126.64 lakh. AOPL value versus FY25 revenue, -97%. Why it matters? The acquisition cost for the AOPL stake alone is nearly 97% of AHCL's FY25 revenue, indicating a massive scale-up but also substantial equity dilution and related party risk. What to watch? Investors should monitor the upcoming shareholder meeting for approval and the final valuation report to ensure the swap ratio is fair. The key metric to watch is the post-allotment EPS dilution versus the projected revenue synergies from these related party entities. Story 7. Amanta Healthcare. Amanta Healthcare targets Rs 120 crore peak revenue from new Steriport line. Production starts August 2026. What changed? The company confirmed a revised timeline for its Steriport expansion, delayed from Q1 to Q2 FY27, and provided specific revenue and margin guidance for the new capacity. The key numbers. Q1 FY27 revenue, Rs 69 crore. Steriport peak revenue, Annualized rupees 110 to 120 crore. Solar power savings, rupees 9 crore per year. Capex value, rupees 90 crore. Incremental depreciation, rupees 6 crore annually. Steriport capacity increase, 81.8%. Why it matters? The rupees 90 crore capex is highly material compared to current quarterly revenues, rupees 69 crore, and the shift toward high-value Steriport products, currently 44% of revenue, is critical for long-term margin improvement. What to watch? Watch for the successful commercial ramp-up of Steriport Line 3 in late August 2026 and the subsequent impact on Q2 FY27 margins to validate the 4 to 5% expansion guidance. Story 8. Daenerys Tools. Daenerys Tools to raise rupees 31.36 crore via preferential issue of 16 lakh shares at rupees 196 share. What changed? The company is initiating a major equity fundraise from 46 non-promoter public investors, expanding its equity base and authorized capital. The key numbers. Issue price per share, rupees 196.00. Total shares to be issued, 16,200,000. Estimated fundraise, rupees 31.36 crore. Fundraise versus market cap, 20.1%. Fundraise versus net worth, 33.4%. Current authorized capital, rupees 31 crores. Why it matters? The rupees 31.36 crore infusion significantly strengthens the balance sheet. Net worth was rupees 94 crore and provides non-debt capital to fuel the company's target of scaling revenue 3-4x using its existing inventory infrastructure. What to watch? Investors should monitor the EGM voting results on 2nd September and the subsequent allotment of shares within the 15-day regulatory window. Watch for management commentary on how this capital will specifically address the high inventory levels, 231 days, or fund the Dubai expansion. Story 9. Parsvanath Developers. Rupees 9,310 crore claims filed against Parsvanath Developers under insolvency process. What changed? The resolution professional has officially quantified and admitted the company's liabilities, confirming a massive debt burden that far exceeds the company's market capitalization and revenue. The key numbers. Total admitted claims, rupees 6,890.54 crore. Admitted claims versus TTM revenue, 2,907%. Admitted claims versus market cap, 9,439%. Secured financial claims admitted, rupees 5,257.18 crore. SERP commencement date, 30th April 2026. Why it matters? The admitted claims of rupees 6,890.54 crore are nearly 94 times the company's current market cap of rupees 73 crore, indicating that the company is deeply insolvent and its survival depends entirely on the NCLT resolution outcome. What to watch? Investors should monitor the corporate insolvency resolution process, SERP, timeline and the formulation of a resolution plan. In most insolvency cases, equity shareholders are the last to receive any value, often resulting in a total loss or extreme dilution. Story 10. Mishtana Foods. Rupees 18.29 crore Q1 revenue, auditor flags SEBI fraud allegations and going concern risks. What changed? The company reported a major revenue contraction and received a heavily qualified audit report detailing multiple regulatory and tax litigations. The key numbers. Q1 FY27 revenue, rupees 18.29 crore. SEBI alleged misutilization, rupees 149.90 crore. GST demand, incl penalty rupees 206.84 crore. Disputed income tax demand, rupees 117.44 crore. Trade receivables, rupees 593.71 crore. GST demand versus market cap, tilde 54%. Why it matters? The combination of alleged fictitious transactions, misutilization of funds, and tax demands exceeding half the market cap poses a fundamental risk to the company's solvency and operational viability. What to watch? Investors should exercise extreme caution and monitor the legal resolution of SEBI's fraud allegations and the massive GST income tax demands. The auditor's warning regarding going concern status and the lack of mandatory audit trail software are severe internal control red flags. That's today's market wrap. For the full AI analysis of every NSE and BSE filing, visit flashfinance.news. Like and subscribe for daily market updates. Educational analysis, not investment advice.